So lately I've been trying to take a few more trips on my motorcycles here. I want to get my... I'm dipping my little toesy toes into the travel pool. And I'm almost to the point, I think, right where your boys get submerged. And it's a whole other experience. But the one thing I have noticed, because none of my bikes have cruise control. And I used to think cruise control on motorcycles is really stupid. Because it's like it's a motorcycle, man. It's supposed to be a raw machine. Yeah. And that was before I took the trip to Buc-ee's in South Carolina. And, yeah, after about 6 hours, my wrist was just toast, like, done. I actually considered, tying my hand to the handlebar because it just couldn't really take it anymore. So hopefully I got a solution for that. I ended up buying a cheap throttle lock on Amazon, and we're going to give that a try today. So basically, this guy just kind of attaches to your grip, and when your throttle's open, you kind of flip it forward, and it's supposed to keep pressure against the brake lever and kind of keep the throttle open. Now, there are more expensive ones than these. I think this was maybe $20 at the most, maybe 25, possibly even $30 US. I'll put an affiliate link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Now, it does come with the lock itself, but it does come with 2 rubber collars in case you don't have rubber grips. These are the nice waffle Vans grips, so we should be fine. And best I can tell, you just kind of unscrew the thing like so. And I'm not sure how much tension we need to put on the cruise control device itself. I'm going to take my glove off. Take both of them off, actually, so I get a better feel for this thing. I want to try to get it up near my controls, because it is a little thin, and it looks like it's going to want to push from side to side on me. So if we crank her down like so, kind of see it move with the throttle. My mirrors are a tad too short for this. I'm squishing that little O-ring right there. I don't know if that's good or not. That's probably too tight. So let's bring her down to about right there. Snug her like so. That's still pretty loose. We're just going to squish that O-ring. Snug 'em, snug 'em, snug 'em. Pardon my surface rust on my 2008 cables. I think before I bought this bike, it ended up spending some time outside. So that's pretty good, it seems. So I guess what we would do is we would throttle open like so. Flip this down. That's what this little thumb screw thingy's for. And then if we let go, it seems to hold in place. Now, if we want to basically turn it off, in a sense, roll her forward, bam, we got normal control again. That's kind of neat. So it seems to work pretty good in a parking lot situation. Let's get out on the road and see if this thing is actually up to the task. Now, we're not going to do like any real big interstate testing with this thing right now. This road is actually more of a, consider it more like a state highway, but it is kind of like a major thoroughfare. And while it does have stoplights, they should be few and far enough between where we can do our testing and find out if this thing's worth a flip or not. All right, so we're going about, let's say about 40 miles an hour. She's tightened down. I'm going to flip her forward like so. There is resistance on this thing. So we're about 50, I think, and I'm going to take my hand off. We are losing speed. We're doing okay. We're losing. Let's roll her forward all the way off. We'll try that. Maybe not. Woo, baby. She held her open just a hair. I didn't like that. No. No, sir. Question is, was that me or was that the device? You guys saw that, right? Because I'm also mildly curious about the clamp strength on this tube. If it's like squishing anything, if I got it too tight, because that O-ring is bulged. Oh yeah, that's the second time it did it. Where I have it, I think it's dragging on the throttle controls, and it's holding me open a little bit. Yeah, I definitely didn't like that. So I think what it's doing is I think it's dragging on here, and it's causing the throttle to be held open, and I am not digging that. That is not what I want to see. So we're going to get over here. We're going to find a spot to pull over and readjust this thing. We're going to space it out probably about ½ an inch from the controls here, and we'll try it again. Now, when I'm rolling off the throttle, it's fine. Like if I push it forward when I go to shift, it seems fine. And I think leaving it up to its own devices, like right now, it's holding. You see that? It held it and then let it go. So far, I'm rating this thing like On a scale of 1 to 10, can I even go lower than 0? Because right now I am... this thing's dangerous, man. So far, I am not impressed with this thing, like, at all. It's got it way too tight. It might just be me, because I got it too tight, possibly. We're going to scoot her over, though. I'm going to turn it off so we're not sitting here revving like crazy. So let's put her about right there. See, we snug this up, how that does. So that's throttle. Push her down. See how she wants to wiggle, though. That's the thing. And if we let it go, it seems to hold it okay. All right, so the tension's a little less. Got a little less tension on there. She kind of moves a little more freely. Try to snug it down just a hair. All right, so this will be the last test with this thing. Because I got a feeling it's not going to do any better than it did last time. Which I'm okay with being pleasantly surprised. I'm just trying to be realistic. And from what I've seen so far, I don't have high hopes for this thing. So let's get back to where we were. Something with a little straighter, a little higher top speed. We'll try about 45, 50 miles an hour again. All right. Right lane, staying out of everybody's way. 35 miles an hour. Let's flip her down. Cruise at about 40. Taking my hand off. And it just slips. Gradual decel. Try it again. 5th gear, that was me that time. I held the clutch open just a hair more than I needed to. What if we let her go? That's better. But still kind of dragging speed, but it would be enough. I think that would be enough just to give your wrist a break. And I should probably be doing this in like a less urban environment, but you know, this is what I'm working with. That, and I don't want to do, I don't want to run 70, 75 miles an hour on this thing and have it not work. I'd rather it not work at like 50. Back to 5th gear, turn it down. About 44-ish, we're gonna let it go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. She's dropping speed. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not going to say it works. I'm not going to say it doesn't, because it sort of half kind of does. Which removes me from all liability, which is amazing. Look, anytime I'm doing anything on the channel, if you guys try to mimic it, you're on your own for that one, all right? One more time. 52, 53-ish. Take my hand off. And it might just be a tightness thing. Might be these grips, because it did come with 2 rubber collars, which I am not using. And I think we're going to try to adjust the tension one more time, since we're catching this red light. I'll wait until somebody stops behind us, though. I don't want to be not paying attention. If somebody's coming up, I'm going to ruin my day. So we'll bring that up like so. Snug it down. We're going to snug it down as best I can. The maximum amount of snugness. That O-ring is crying for help, but that's okay. All right, I think that's as good as my hand is going to be able to get it. So this is going to be the final test. Whatever outcome we get will probably be the final overall outcome. I'm a little disappointed. Let's see if it can redeem itself. All right, let's put some distance between the vehicle in front of us. There's scooting. We do got a curve coming up, 40 miles an hour. Noticeable pressure to push it down. 40 miles an hour, letting go. Nope, same thing. Try it one more time. Letting it go. That's a little better. 45-ish. She's dropping. She's dropping. She's dropping. She's dropping. Holding. Yep, she's dropping. All right. Well, there you go. We have a result. Because if it's not going to hold at 45 miles an hour, I guarantee it's not going to hold at 75 miles an hour either. And now again, full disclosure, I'm not using either one of the little rubber collars that come with this thing. So I might yield different results, but I figure a rubber grip would be good enough. Because I imagine those sleeves are to keep this thing from sliding back when it's putting pressure against your brake lever. But you know, not everything's going to be a winner chicken dinner. And if you'd like to see the trip video that kind of inspired this whole thing, well, you can check that video out right here. As always, y'all be good. See ya.